Well, the stars were shining brightly at Cannes this weekend. Leonardo DiCaprio walked the red carpet with a cast of his new 3.5-hour movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese. His co-star Robert De Niro made his red carpet debut with his girlfriend, Tiffany Chen. The two recently welcomed his 7th child. And actor Jesse Plemons, who recently lost 45 pounds, showed up with his wife, Kirsten Dunst. The film received a 9-minute standing ovation, and the crowd erupted in cheers when the camera panned to Leo naturally. So who here is looking forward to sitting through a 3.5-hour movie?
I'll watch 10 hours of Martin Scorsese. No one makes movies like that. It's like Spielberg at his best. I studied it in college. Every scene's important. Everything is meticulous. He's a fantastic filmmaker, and we're living in his time with some of the best actors that could be in it. Apparently, it's fantastic. It's an old school Western feel. I mean, again, we talked about this earlier, but we binge so long. 3.5 hours is nothing to me. Now, I don't have children, so I understand. Yeah. So I understand people's shock at that. But I find that like going to a museum for a couple hours, same thing.
Jeff, would you see it in the theater, or would you hope that you could stream it from home and kind of divide it up?
I wish I had time to watch it in the theater. I would love that. I miss going to the theater. I would be able to sit there the whole time. But like Tori said, we alluded to earlier, I could watch 4 hours of Chimp Empire because there are 4 different episodes. I wish there was more, which is great, by the way. Check it out. And Chimp Empire on Netflix.
I've been trying to say we're a lot like chimpanzees.
It's so fascinating, like how they're little groups. Okay. It's us.
It's
but in Chimp, there's politics involved. There's a hierarchy. It's us, but we just know how to speak. Wow, but when we talk about politics, I'm like, those chimps do the exact same thing.
And they make big noises and they go, just like when you go like this.
It is. Whatever. It's fascinating. I forgot my. I don't know how I could follow.
You were saying if I can watch.
Yes, I can watch, and I want more of it. I want more of it. Right.
That's how you know Jeff is a professional broadcaster, is because his co-host just did that, and Jeff went right back to it.
No, I don't know if it's professionalism or just, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm just going to focus over here.
It's true, though.
Well, speaking of Cannes, Jennifer Lawrence made her return to the red carpet, attending the premiere of a documentary she helped produce, wearing this stunning red Christian Dior gown. But all eyes were on her footwear. She wore black flip-flops under her gown. Some people online said it was to avoid tripping. She famously fell while climbing the stairs to receive her Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook in 2013, and then fell on the red carpet again 1 year later.
I love it.
What do you think, Erica?
First of all, I wore a pair of flip-flops on the red carpet because of the length of my gown. So I'm 5'6", and it was made for somebody with 5'6", probably in heels. So I did wear flip-flops, but I'll say that it's much more difficult to walk in flip-flops in a gown. So it couldn't have been to like not have her trip, because you kind of, and I have big feet anyway, so you kind of are shuffling through and you can get caught up. So yeah, she might just, it was a him issue.
I think she's so relatable. I just love her. I know there was J-Law hatred because she got too much exposure. And I just think she's lovely and fun, and I just think I could be friends with her.
Not pleading like that.
Yeah, that was a turnoff.
Hey, J-Law.
All right.
I'll say put some shoes on.
What? You don't like that?
I'm channeling my inner Marcella on this one. My grandmother would put some shoes on.
Dress up.
I hear that.
Yeah,
You're not
it's
wrong.
a big event.
Do you think maybe
you're not wrong.
It's in protest of their previous Cannes festivals where they did not, or it wasn't written in the rule book, but they enforced that women were not allowed to wear anything but heels. They couldn't wear pants. Do you think she somehow?
As long as there were, I mean, if it's a black tie event, I mean, that's, if I'm going to a black tie event that Erica's putting on, I'm going to wear what the brochure says to wear.
Yeah.
The brochure.
I'm sending out brochures for this black tie
What
event.
does the pamphlet say?
I don't want to like show up in tennis shoes like, oh man, I got some, I got
orthopedic.
Yeah, no, you put some shoes on for the event. You get dressed up.
I hear that.
It's Cannes. Come on.
I get it.
It's not cannot, it's can.
No, I didn't hate that.
Okay.
I like it. Okay.
Expect the call from J-Law.
All right, Taylor Swift's fans are going to great lengths to see her perform during her Eras tour. Fans endured the pouring rain to see her show outside of Boston, where Taylor admitted she has never been this happy in all aspects of her life ever. Meantime, a security guard at one of her shows has gone viral after he was filmed jamming out to her songs. He said he applied to work security at the stadium after failing to get tickets. He was later reprimanded by his bosses for, quote, going too hard, and that he needed needed to take it down a notch.
Those are my notes.
Those are
every day.
HR notes.
He is not alone. Hundreds of fans who couldn't get tickets were spotted tailgating, T-A-Y-L, you guys, tailgating outside of one of her shows. These fans
No, that's already a term.
These fans were caught climbing up the hill in the rain, leaving her concert. The caption compared them to the surviving the Great War. That's an insult.
It's very insulting. It's very insulting.
Ancestors who fought.
That's why history needs to be taught, because it can be lost very easily. But getting back to the security guard, is anybody professional? By the way, if you are going to get fired, you do want it to say for going too hard, because you can give that to your friends like, I'm sorry, I'm just too loose. Look, my boss said it. But honestly, it's like super embarrassing.
It's
like,
not.
Tori.
He really loved Taylor Swift. He made the effort.
Don't
He
care.
faced
Everybody loves
He was
something.
scanning the whole time while singing.
He was not scanning.
He was kind of scanning.
I just want an adult. Just a couple. Because if somebody rushes that stage.
His eyes are open in that one, but the next one, his eyes are definitely closed. Let's be honest. The reason why he went viral is because of his bone structure. He looks like he got ripped out of a Disney scene in some movie. That's why the boy went viral, and he's not keeping that job.
But
he has no plans of keeping the job. He got the job to watch Taylor Swift. She ain't gonna be there all the time. He gone.
Right, but he stole the job from somebody that really needed security.
Oh my gosh!
Just because you don't want to buy a ticket, bro. Get a ticket.
Stole the job.
Someone who loves Taylor Swift will protect her with his heart.
A lot of people love Taylor Swift.
Heart.
They don't love her enough to be security.
All right.
They buy tickets.
Can we lust after Jay-Z and Beyonce's home?
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that. Sure.
Okay, Jay-Z and Beyonce just dropped $200 million in cash. Wait till you guys see their Malibu mansion. They bought the home from an art collector who took 15 years to build it, okay? The 30,000 square foot mansion spans 8 acres along the Pacific Ocean. It's the most expensive home ever purchased in California. The couple also owns an $88 million mansion in Bel Air and various other properties in New York and the Hamptons. Is that a giant chair?
Yeah, it's a Klaus Aldenberg. He does seismic thing. All art is going to be beautiful on there. It's designed by a Japanese architect. And let me just tell you something. Jay-Z, I know not a lot. I get it. But when I listen to Picasso, he talks about Basquiat's and modern art. That is a perfect gallery for modern art. So don't be surprised if they use it for galleries or openings. That's a great place to host.
People are going to come up and go into their gallery there?
It could be seen as a second home, but it also could be seen as a place they entertain and host galleries of unknown artists.
Wow.
Like, this is a very specific buyer to a specific owner, and it is an art-focused person. It's not a warm and cuddly home. It's a concrete, minimal lines, beautiful shadows. It's linear.
That's well done.
I felt like I was like in school. That was the professor talking.
Erica, give me what was the video that they did that they shot in the MoMA?
What?
In the Louvre, remember?
Was it the Louvre?
Yeah, Jeray?
No, remember they did the Mona Lisa. Remember they literally
but
did
it was a video that he and Beyonce did.
Yeah, and they rented out the Louvre and they did it all night.
It was the Louvre, okay.
Yes, and it was about European whiteness
Why didn't you
being
take
art.
Tori's word for it?
Yeah.
She said it 4 times.
Well, Erica yelled for Jeray, like it's time for him to come in for dinner.
What the video?
I didn't know if we were just yelling to people off camera. It's what?
Ape.
Oh, ape.
Yeah.
Ape.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.